Hello dear students, we are discussing in financial accounting non-trading organizations, non-profit organizations. In this chapter we have seen the introductory part and also expenses and payments account. Expense and payment account is clear. I think receipts and payment account. Receipts and payment account we have done two problems. Okay, so this is just like a cash book. Now second one is income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account is just like a profit and loss account. Final accounts, you have an idea. In final accounts we used to prepare trading account, after that profit and loss account. Profit and loss account same pro forma here. Profit and loss account, what we used to do, debit side all the expenses, losses, credit side all the incomes and gains, same thing, receipts and payment account. So first let me give you pro forma and how to prepare this table I will give you. So this is preparation of income and expenditure account. For preparation of income and expenditure account, I have drawn already table, expenses or expenditure on the debit side and income on the credit side, expenditure losses you can say, incomes and gains, okay, debit, credit, amount. One thing you remember, income and expenditure account, we take all the items, all the revenue items, revenue expenditure or revenue income, everything related to the present year only. Let me repeat it once again. We take all the transactions which are related to the present year, current year. Related to the next year we don't consider. Related to the previous year we don't consider. We want only this year because that will give you accuracy of the profit. To know the profit or loss of this year, we take only this year items. Remember this point and let's go to the pro forma. So first one is here on expenditure side, expenses paid. Expenses means it can be rent or it can be salaries or any expenses. So I am writing it in inner column because generally you will have adjustments last year, this year, current year, next year, like you will have. So how do we handle it? This you must be very clear. So first one is outstanding expenses of current year. Outstanding expenses means present year receivable, payable, present year payable, outstanding, present year payable, we have to pay related to the current year only. So that is why we have to add this, present year payable related to this year, so adding it. Next one, last year prepaid. Last year prepaid. Last year prepaid means related to this year, previous year. Now it's 2020. 2019 paid for 2020 means it is related to 2020. We'll add it. So that added. Next, outstanding of last year paid. Outstanding of last year paid in the current year. What is this amount related to the last year? Outstanding of last year amount paid this year. Why do you want that last year amount? We don't want, so deducted. Am I clear? Next, prepaid for next year. Next year expenses we have paid now only. It is related to next year, not current year, so we are deducting. Prepaid for next year, deducted. So this you need to be very clear, especially to prepare income and expenditure account. Apart from this, what else? You know the rest of the expenses, just like profit and loss account, depreciation, general expenses, newspaper, magazine purchased. Purchase means it's expenses. Audit fee paid, honorarium. Honorarium means something will be given to the others, refreshments or memento, bouquet. All these things comes under the honorarium. Honorarium payment, loss on sale of assets. When we are selling any asset, this you need to be careful. Asset value is how much and at what rate we are selling. Suppose asset value is 10,000, selling for 8,000 means 2,000 is loss. Loss, will write loss from sale of asset. This we never used to write it in the P&L account. This is new one. Okay, remember this. Loss on sale of assets. Next, postage and stationery expenses, bank charges expenses, entertainment expenses, sundry expenses means other expenses, various expenses. It can be anything. So all the expenses we have written on the debit side. Please be careful about the expenses. Adjustments will be there. If you are clear expenditure, then we'll go for payments. Okay. Now payments, subscriptions received. Subscriptions also you will have always adjustment. Subscription means income. Subscription received, always you will find previous year and next year, current year, 3 years you will find. Same treatment just like this one, expenditure. Current year only will take. If it is related to last year, will deduct. If it is related to next year, deduct. Principle. This principle you remember. According to that, we'll go ahead. Now adjustments you see. Outstanding of current year means this year receivable related to this year only, na? So added. Anything related to this year will add. Next, add pre-received during last year. Pre-received during last year means last year we have received, but it is related to this year. So added. In the same way, outstanding of last year received during year. Outstanding of last year related to last year received during year. We don't want related to last year, so deducted. Clear? Next, pre-received for next year. We are receiving something which is related to next year. Next year don't want, so deducted. So this you need to be very careful. Apart from that, rest of the incomes like entrance fee income, membership fee income means entrance fee when we are keeping, that's an income for us. Membership, some amount we are keeping it, that's an income. Lockers rent, we are giving lockers for rent, it's an income. Next, general donations. Please remember this point. General donations, if it is a small amount, will take. If it is a big amount, general donations, this is to be capitalized. Capitalized means balance sheet liability side will show. Big amount of donations, already we have discussed in the first class. Okay, remember this. Next, interest and dividends, income. Interest on investments, we have investments. So on that when we get any interest, that's an income. Next, sundry incomes, any other incomes. So this is income and expenditure account, all expenditure debit side, incomes credit side. End of this account will be getting surplus or deficit. Net profit, net loss, P&L account, same way. Surplus or deficit. Net profit means this is surplus. Net profit there we used to get, this is, we call it a surplus. Surplus means nothing but excess of income over expenditure. Excess of income over expenditure. And if you get net loss, that's called as deficit. Net loss, deficit. This is excess over expenditure over income. Excess over expenditure over income. So this is you are going to get. What we have to do this surplus or deficit, this is to be capitalized. Adding to the capital. Capital amount something will be given, there we are going to add it. This is income and expenditure account. Now if you understand, now it's very easy to know what are the features of income and expenditure account. Let me give you a small briefing. The features of income and expenditure account, first one is profit and loss account. It is just like profit and loss account, I already told you. So just like profit and loss account, all the expenses, losses debit side, incomes, gains credit side. Okay. Next, the nature of this income and expenditure account is just like nominal account. Nominal account, did you remember? Nominal account means we write all the expenses, incomes only. So this is related to the nominal account. Next, only revenue items, no capital items. Here we write only revenue, means regularly repeated items, recurring items, recurring income, recurring expenses, regular revenue type items only will write. Related to the capital items, we don't write. No capital items. When we work out problems, you get more clarity. Just remember, revenue items only we take, no capital items. Next one, no, non-cash also we consider here. Non-cash. Generally cash account, we consider only cash account, cash items. Like receipts and payment account, only cash, nothing else. Here we can take non-cash also. Example, depreciation. Is it a cash? No. but we consider it's a loss. So that is why we are saying that non-cash items also we consider. Next one, surplus deficit, what do we do? So this is to be transferred to capital fund. This surplus or deficit will be transferred to the capital fund. Where will be the capital fund? It will be in the balance sheet liability side, capital. To that we are going to add or deduct. Surplus add, deficit deduct, simple, that's all. So can take a screenshot. Hope I am clear. So receipts and payment, you got an idea, and income and expenditure also pro forma. If you are clear, we can start working out the problems. Please go ahead, and there are many more subjects already covered, like business economics, business statistics, business law, and financial accounting, inter first year related and basic chapters already covered, and some chapters related to the MEFA or BEFA, related to the engineering students, that is also covered. There is a separate playlist, MEFA or BEFA for engineering students, that also you can check it out. So even in financial management also, few chapters already covered, check it out the playlist. Whatever is useful, please utilize it and help someone who is struggling to learn the subject. Okay, so take care, good luck.